Let's go. Here we go. All right, physics is fun. Aaron Bader against Will Anderson, and very quickly begins the game with Pedrail. Poop was the next play from Will, and wow, physics is gonna double somewhere here. He plays plenties. There might have been a higher scoring double at K5, but plenties is great enough, and it's wow, it's already 205 to 57. Will has two U's. This is very bad, a very bad start for Will and a very good start for Aaron. I guess I should say physics and Wanderer. I don't know who I'm gonna call who. I could say physics and Will, or Wanderer and Aaron, or is fun and 15. So Radiant comes down. That makes sense, kind of, to score a few points, undouble the A and the U, and try to keep the board kind of open. The problem with that is if a play comes down here at 8L, that'll block what I assume is a word, Pedrails. Yeah, which is indeed a word. So Aru comes down, which is kind of defensive. The W is not going to cause an issue most of the time. The E might, but Will, again, struggling with a lot of vowels and unwieldy letters. He plays Hioi. But look at physics' rack. Pressa Ola, beautiful find to the A, and this should be it. Like, Will could just resign here. But I don't think Will's a resigner. Hashtag resign gang. We always have this. It's actually more and more since we're dealing with a lot of chess players, and there are also a lot of people that think resigning. Yeah, it's not Brescia. The people think resigning is good in Scrabble, and lots of people think it isn't. It's an ongoing debate, and I think Will doesn't think resigning is good, and physics does think resigning is good. So we might see some one-sided resignations, but this first game is going to go to physics for sure. I could, yeah, what did I do last time? I did this, right? This made sure that I would be able to see, no, wait. I feel like I should be able to see the streak. So yeah, right now it's 0-0. Phony then resign gang. That's good. Eat comes down for physics, trying to block some lanes. Then a Vise and Jaga, and yeah, there's just no coming back from this. Will could bingo 3 times and he would still lose this game. So yeah, that's, and for Will to bingo 3 times, physics has to play a total of 3 letters, I think. Wait, 7, 10. Yeah, Will would I think physics would have to play a total of 3 letters in the next 3 turns for that to even happen. But a very dashing start for the gentleman from Wisconsin, facing the gentleman from Pennsylvania. And so yeah, we gotta like that. It's first to 5, so there's a lot of time to come back thus far, but getting the first game is always, it has that really nice psychological effect, and it also has an actual effect of being up a game. Will tries to open a triple, which is literally the only way he can win this game, is if he plays through the S. But Sinners comes down. Physics taking no hesitation. He's not hesitating. What am I trying to say? Physics not hesitating to block the only way he can lose. Regrown comes down. It's just academic from here. Physics has terrible letters, but it does not matter. Will does too. Look at these unseen letters. That's pretty ridiculous. Resoning. Exactly. Treat it as an opportunity to lose by as little as possible as well, or to make some really cool plays that you'd be a bit too chicken to make in the first place. Ion comes down, and surprisingly, yeah, physics draws a vowel, and so he's able to play a deet, and Will can't go out, And physics has LOL on his rack, which is kind of just a nice way to say, ha, got you, bro. I would say. I think he purposely kept LOL on his rack, even though Deet was the best play. Lilo's is the last play in this game. 461, 319. Physics taking a very nice lead in the start of this series. And yes, you can see the streak down below. And hopefully at this point, hopefully at this point, the game will just restart automatically is what I was going to say. Pungied. That's a word. These are two words that these players have started with on the first turn that I did not know. So pungy is only a noun in the North American dictionary, but apparently it's a verb in CSW. And Coco Scrabble with the rate of 34. How did the match go? I heard it was really close. I think it was, what is it, going to game 9? What's up, everybody? Yeah, why is Scrabble only men? That is a good question. Shout out to Coco Scrabble. Hold on, let me get my stuff. Jesse won 5-4. Wow. Thanks everybody for the humongous raid. Wow. It's too bad I couldn't catch. I heard it was really close. So too bad I couldn't catch the end of that the series that just took place right before this one. Jesse Day versus Conrad Bassett Bouchard. Two national champions. Jesse won in CSW, Conrad won in NWL. And now it's Will Anderson versus Physics. Aaron Bader coming back from retirement with a dashing 8-1 performance in BlitzChamps. Aaron took game 1 very, very, very easily. So now it's Will to respond. He plays Pungied, and the turn after that he plays Partners. So it's exactly the same thing as what happened last game, except the other way around. Will is listening to Cat Cam music, probably. Jesse found Bigfoots to clinch the victory. So is that going to be in like all the interviews that people have about BlitzChamps? Because I'm sure we're going to get all these interviews, right? When Jesse Day wins BlitzChamps, all the headlines will be like, man plays Bigfoots to win Scrabble championship or something like that. But yeah, Conrad lost the game because of connection. That sucks. Maybe you should play on ISC. Does that mean Conrad's out? Yeah, this is just like a single elimination at this point. I don't even know what the format is. Yeah, so Will's going to take this one. Physics isn't resigning, which is surprising. I would assume he was going to resign in a game like this. But I guess there's the mutual respect of not resigning a Scrabble game. Man finds Bigfoot, thousands rejoice. Mutual disrespect. Yeah, Deldar is the leader of the resign gang. He was not expecting his compatriot to disavow him, so so Tread comes down. Ladderad was not playable, it seems, and outsides, and now there's a chance Travaise will play. But he should have played it with LO if he wanted to give himself a chance to triple. But physics is, physics and biofuels would come down. He resigned! We saw him resign. Oh, I'm so happy. I was thinking physics wasn't gonna do it. Okay, Deldar must be happy now. Re-sing. Yeah, to sign again. To re-sign. I mean, that was fully a resignable position. And once again, we're gonna see an opening bingo. Both games have started with an opening bingo. That's 3 in a row. Is that Tarrier or Tarrier? Nobody knows. Starrier will be a hook, but I don't remember if Tarrier's is good or if it's just Tarrier. So if someone in chat has the wherewithal to let me know, or if they don't want me to know because I suck and I should know these things. That's also totally acceptable. Will has both W's, except he only has one W, so I don't know how that works. Now he only has one W, and physics has the other W. Those are very long and painful puns. I apologize. So Wiz comes down instead of maximizing score, which makes perfect sense. West is a much better leave than anything else Will could have kept here. Like he could have played Z and kept WW, so Wiz makes a lot of sense instead. Physics exchanges down to DE.
Why do people keep asking when me versus Austin is? Is it just copy pasta because it's not funny or creative? No. PSPLZ, watch my mega stream at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time where I will be losing to Austin.
I gotta shout Benji out. That's true. Benji is streaming for like 7 or 8 hours tomorrow. Heben. That's cool. So Will takes a 40-point leave. Takes a 40-point lead now. Shout out to Benji. Yeah, he's gonna be streaming tomorrow all day, and also his match against Austin Shin. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna be like in that stream probably the whole time. It's very exciting news to have somebody else do a long stream, not just me or Will. So yeah, anyways, in this game, it seems pretty close actually. Even though Will's up 40, Physics has the first shot at all these scoring spots, and he has quite a nice synergistic synergistic rack. So Paganized would play in Collins. I quit. Benji, can you come replace me in commentary? I don't know what Paganized would fit in Clabbers, which is a version of Scrabble. You can play any word so long as it has an anagram to a valid word. Damp comes down. Was that really the best play? I don't know. Looked kind of hard. Okay, here we go with the copy pastas. So Ian Weinstein held tar ears. Sorry, isn't one of the BTTV emotes that I have. And thank you, Bourgeoisify, for explaining Clabbers. Okay, what's happened here? Queuings, Victor, and Frigates, and Mondanes. Look at these plays coming down instantly. So I don't really quite know what's going on anymore. It looks like Will is taken a very significant lead in this game, and Physics has the Q. So most likely we're going to see 2-1 for Will. But both of these games have been quite open. I haven't seen one closed board. I'm hoping there'll be at least one closed board in this series, even though both of these players are probably pretty open board players. They both thrive on their amazing knowledge of the words. So it only makes sense that they would want to play on boards where those words that they know are playable. But yeah, the chat is unreadable. I'm trying surfing. I'm doing as much. If I'm missing anything, feel free to repeat yourselves. It's not awkward at all unless you want it to be.
Well, this chat is unreadable.
Twitch has a character limit, but Wesley so. Pa K5. Pa K5 was okay as well. Brick comes down, setting up QI. That's a nice play. Physics should be able to play QI for 37 next turn. Conrada is the rack for Will. He's in great shape here, but he might make a bad read of the play of Brick and play it a bit more defensively than he might normally play. But I think Conrad AF is the play here for Will. Because how Conrad can you be? You can be Conrad AF. So Doc isn't at all defensive, it sets up a huge lane that's really hard for Will to block, and he's drawn triplicate A's and duplicate O's, which is basically the worst case scenario after his play. I don't like the play, but I think this is overkill for feeling the pain of your mistakes. Will's also low on time, but so is Physics, so both players I think are going to go into overtime. Will has a slight lead here, and it's not very likely from Will's perspective that Physics will bingo, but he still opts to block his setup of the C, which when you have to block your own opening, to me it's kind of like, oh, I guess I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. So Will acknowledges that Doc was a mistake, maybe. Plays Kure. Obviously, that's underlit. Wait. Oh, underlit didn't fit. I thought he had underlit for a second. But yeah, Will's going to take this game. Kind of an ugly finish. There wasn't much for Physics to do. I think, unless he missed something. Oxa Conrad Corona. Yeah. Oh, Breaky. That's cool as well. Oh, iBrick. How do I don't know any of these words. What? I know none of these words. Hell of it. Yeah, just for the hell of it. You should play hell of it. Noah Slackoff is young enough that I can truthfully say that PP coffee pasta to him. Probably. Is he? I don't think he is. I don't think he's young enough. 64-bit Scrabble. I should also shout out 64-bit Scrabble, who's been making some fun educational Twitch Scrabble content. So please give that man a follow. We need more streamers, more educational content, more fun, more physics, more Wanderer. That's 2-1 for Will. This actually got pretty close. Will was struggling with time and with his tiles, and Physics was able to score a little bit. But yeah, it was still, I guess, kind of a comfortable win. So game 4 is underway. 7 consonants for Will. Exchanges everything except RT, which makes sense. NT or RT would be leaves to keep there. He almost has a phony I've played, Rairontas, but it would be Raitantas. So yeah, that's a thing. Thanks for listening. So Tyro comes down, keeping NST, and then Physics has the Q and exchanges it. War comes down and bartends for doubles. Yeah, 94 points. That's a great way to take the lead for Physics. But yeah, 64-bit Scrabble started playing in 2007. I started playing in 2005, if I remember correctly.
LMAO, you call yourself an axcertypo fan? I am fucking loaded on bits, bro. I cheer
He's
every
right.
message because I am just that jack.
He's right.
Try talking in chat again when you're a true fan.
I was hoping that Physics would fish for Wartortle, which is a Pokemon. But that didn't happen. What about Zegestalt? Zegestalt? That seems plausible. What about Glaciist? I guess neither of these players want a phony because it's a tournament and stuff. But it would be cool to see a phony come down at some point. But yeah, thank you for the bits, 14 Domino, and I know you're loaded on more than just bits. You're loaded with love. And I should probably like center myself here. What do I look like? If I'm over here, you can barely see me. So why don't I go here so you can see me better? Ord comes down for Will, which looks weak, but Gatefold is the comeback for Physics, taking an 124 point lead. Which Will's gonna cut by a lot on this next play. He probably has a 9-letter word. to the ST. Otherwise, it's Intagli's tailings or something. Whist. But yeah, he might actually have to find a 9 here. What's available? The analyzer. Yeah, so just trialists, vitalists, or waitlists. So he doesn't find any of those, but 59 points isn't great. And in seating immediately from physics, which I guess is a word, and Potches, but like Will's down 109. I think physics is going to take this one. Fun with picks, or fix Ponu. Fun picks. Fix comes down. That's 157 points. And Will is not resigning, which might make physics angry. Which might be a good or a bad thing. Depends. But yeah, these games are happening very quickly. Will plays... Wait, sorry. I'm still in observe mode, examine mode. So physics plays Gopping. He must know whether or not that takes an S. So yeah, I mean, Will might have to try it and hope it's good, but Goppings is not a word. They probably both know that. But yeah. You don't have a mate, Truth Man? Well, just play a few more moves. You should be able to mate your opponent. I for Will. Physics exchanges. Wow, he had UUUII, but it's probably still fine. He's still ahead by 114. The board is dead. Will basically, I don't know about Ord. Ord was a weird play. I guess it made sense. I don't know. Why? Yeah, why not old instead? I'm not sure. But either way, yeah, I don't know. Kind of a tough spot. Yeah, Will's overtime. This game's over. Busuutis. Can you guys stop knowing words that I don't know? I would really appreciate it. So, should we see Qua for 12 just to leave one in the bag? Instead, we see Vague. It's far more logical. But yeah, Busuutis. I assume that's a word. Logical, logical. That was a good comment by right behind you. It was logical. Vums, yeah. There's nothing much to say. Will flag? Probably not. He doesn't. He is vaguer and rare, which is nice. But I think that's his only out. Man, did I not eat enough food? I think I ate enough food. All right, so this 2-2. This series is tied once again. We have a nice little triangle or house. The ones and the zeros, they're speaking to each other in binary. Arabic is close to Urdu, Benji. I don't know why none of you believe that guy. But I like all the inside jokes. Another raid! What's up, everybody, from V Hyacinth's page? I shouted you out earlier, Mina, but I'm shouting you out again. Thank you for the raid. How did the rest of club go? We're well underway. It's 2-2. As close as it can be after 4 games. Jesse Day just beat Conrad 5-4. And Beef Finger is the play for Will. Very nice 8-letter word. Yeah, and like have all of the games have except this one. 4 out of 5 games. Sorry, I have to do this. 4 out of 5 games have opened with a bingo. So I feel like Wiggles is rigged. Oh, he played Parkades. Very nice. And that 1 point win over Noah, forcing him to quit Scrabble for one night, was epic as well. B fringe and B finger. Oh, it means to touch all over. Oof. Baiting the challenge. Very nice play by Physics. And that's 169 to 106. But Will has a kind of a nice rack glitch with an E. And glitched is still not a word. I'm pretty sure it's not a word in Collins yet either. Yeah. So glitched is one of those words that is not valid that people use very often. And Daisy, oh, that is a bad phony by Physics. Wow, a 4-letter phony. I wonder what he was thinking of. Physics is much stronger in his knowledge of the longer words. So Daisy was played. Physics still has the lead, but that lost turn might cost him big later on. That's an interesting phony there. But yeah, we're not all immune to playing phony fours. I know myself, I play way too many of them. But Physics is still playing quickly, playing well after the phony, and he's ahead 265 to 219. And isn't there a word through the I? I guess not. Will would have played it by now. But yeah, he should resign. Wait, right behind you. Or wait, who's Benji? Is that Winter? Who's that? Who inspired that copy pasta of "Hey guys, I'm quitting Scrabble"? Oh, be fingering would be cool. I can't believe to be finger means to touch all over. That's a dirty word. That should be removed. 64-bit Scrabble. Yeah, it's past his bedtime. Wow, you're really taking shots at Noah Slatkov, even though he's been compared to you on many occasions, and I think he's better than you when you were his age, or he was at some point better than you at the age that he was compared to the age. Anyways. But yeah, Daisy was 100% better than you were at that age. Yeah, was that around the time where you drew all the blanks at Lake George or something? 64-bit Scrabble. So Jantius comes down, making a really close game. Physics might have to play something like Weta and keep 4 vowels here. We'll see if he can still hold on after the play of Jantius. But Tau Iwi will not fit anywhere. Await. I guess await is possible as well. That's probably better. Oh, outweight just doesn't score enough. No, I don't like that play at all. You need to score in this position. You're only taking a 6-point lead.
Auto voice.
Auto voice. Is that a word? Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeet comes down as close to yeet as we'll ever see. That puts Will in a healthy position, I think. He's up 30. 7 in the bag. Quare comes down and mono quickly trying to push Physics overtime. Debunk is Will's rack. So Physics needs to either block that or maybe he can bingo out. I don't think there's anything here. Repassed. Beautiful find under time pressure. But will it be enough? I don't think so. Will is up 32. Yeah, that's crazy. Once again, we see Will drawing into really nice 6-tile racks in endgames in his BlitzChamps match. I know it's very precise, but that's a 15-point win for Will. So that lost challenge on Daisy was huge, and Physics might be in the tilt, high on the tilt meter right now. Hopefully not. Let's see what he looks like. No, he looks just totally composed as usual. Oh, adopters! Oh no! I didn't even look to start with a vowel. Adopters was the win. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thanks for the follow, Racer Michelle. We just witnessed a time pressure mistake. Physics just noticing debunk and immediately trying to block it. How do I have so many viewers? What is going on? But this is so I think they're talking to each other. Are they trying to talk to me? I can unmute myself in the call. Hello? No, okay. I think they're talking to themselves. Talking to each other. They're talking about the game, but I, for some reason, can't hear them. That's weird. Anyways, so Physics is taking a short break here. Oh my god, right behind you. That one is really something. Oh, I know what happened. Oh, sorry. I know what happened. I was muted. I muted the site.
There we go.
So I didn't hear anything. Were you guys talking about the game? We have Will.
No, we were not saying anything other than we're going to take a quick chat break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just figured after I felt like I should have won that game and I didn't, so I kind of felt like I could use a moment or two to
Take
reset
a second.
Yeah, that was the
Stand up,
first
move
close
around.
game, right? It was the first close game.
I think there was another game that I lost to Will by not that many points. Where
Yeah.
I probably, with better play, I probably could have won.
I mean, it's Blitz. I'm sure I have made mistakes too. So just trying to make it to the end of the game without making too many awful mistakes. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
But
That's
we're
the goal.
getting the series we wanted. So we'll just let Physics win another game, and then like you can both win a game, and then we'll go to the 9th game. Oh wait, sorry. I'm streaming. My bad. The collusion is real. But that's what the viewers want. If we're ever gonna match the series that just happened with Conrad and Jesse, which seems to have been quite the banger.
Can I ask?
No,
what
you guys
happened
are.
in that?
So Conrad apparently lost the game, like you said, because of connection.
Tech issue. But
and,
what was the result?
And then
the
Jesse
final
won 5-4.
Oh boy. Okay. Say no more. That's rough. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Kempi.
Yeah, that feels bad. But let's okay. I'm recentered. I'm not tilted at all. Let's get back to
All right.
get back
Sounds
to it.
good.
Sounds good. Muting
Let's do
myself.
it. Yep.
Good
muting
luck to
as
both
well.
of you.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Kempi. I'm trying to read as much of the chat as I can. The game is restarted, and again, like, is there a bingo here? Oh, maybe not. Is there a bingo here? No, just fine. It's okay. I thought we were gonna see a 5th opening bingo, but it seems like it was not meant to be. But Will's gonna bingo this turn. Need to have more rage quits. There will be, hopefully. There's still a lot of content and matches and games to go. I should look at chat here instead. But yeah, I really appreciate that comment by Kempy. If anybody wants this setup, I can tell them exactly how I did it. It was pretty simple. Or if you just like want the background image, just anything. I put it together. Everything is open source for me, I would say. But yeah. Brett Smitherham was the world champion? No. Really? Oh, the coffee pasta's on point tonight. I love it. Sorry, the Brett Smitherman one is really good. Okay, back to the game. Will's up, and he's on turn, so it's looking good for Will to maybe take game 4 here, but it's very early. Nothing is set in stone yet. But if Will can take this game 6, he'll be up 4-2 and only needs to win one more game to win the series. Plays Fog, which is a very odd play. Keeping only a Q and a U with no other vowels, no other real hope for the Q. And he still has the Q. He was probably trying to draw an I or an A. Oh, I see what he was doing. So he played Fog because if he draws an I or an A, he gets Squat or Squit for 72 points. So that's actually a pretty good play. He didn't draw either, but he's trying again. And this time he's playing 3 tiles off. So we'll see if he draws. He's more likely to draw an A than an I. And we'll see if physics blocks it. And he does. So Will does finally draw Squat, but he has to play. Oh, Daiquat's is even better than I was thinking of, just overlapping with QUA. So Daiquat's is a great play. Will is ahead by a bingo. Physics looks close to something, but honorees doesn't quite fit, and honorers doesn't fit anywhere either. But onshore is a word. Thank you, physics. And now it's very close. And Will doesn't have a great rack, but can he use that O? If he has a 5-letter word with that O, he should be in decent shape. But I don't see one right now. Jesus. Sorhan is also a word. I hope I would have seen onshore, but I often miss that word. Knurs comes down, which is pretty good. Scores 40 points. The leave is GVK, though, so we'll see if Will's going to be able to untangle from that. Physics' turn. He has a nice balanced rack, but I don't see... And I'm going to say often I don't see a bingo, and then the players are going to play a bingo. So I look forward to the next time I don't see the bingo they're about to play. That being said, if there is no bingo here, what do you do? Probably... Okay, so Will does not untangle from... Sorry, it wasn't GVK. It was GV... He didn't keep GVK. He kept GVC. And he drew another V. And Trihales comes down, but then Gion right back. So this game is really close. Wax was blocked by Gion, but is there some way to score? You could just drop the X for 34, which is what physics does. But Anconial, which is great find by Will. I don't think that takes an S. Will takes a 33-point lead, and now physics has drawn a U, which is not the one-tile draw he wanted. And he plays Rub. Kind of low on time, not really sure what to do in that position, I imagine. Pig, a very nice insertion play. by Will, and he has a very good advantage here. The board is blocked, which is exactly what I was hoping for. I like this sort of board, which forces Physics to maybe draw into something here, which Will might block this turn actually. If Will just plays like that, he might be okay, but he's not ahead by that much. Physics has to try to open something, which he does, and he might draw into a bingo. I don't know if Drim is a word, but Legated is available if he drew. Okay, so Will blocks Legated, and I think there's no out bingo for Aaron, and Will's gonna take game 6. Okay, 64-bit Scrabble. Why don't you chill out a little bit? But yeah, Bewaxed isn't a word. What's up to CBB? Hi, G.I. Joel. Welcome to this match. I need to actually like look at you guys instead of just leaning over here. But yeah, VAT instead of VAC was probably better. I agree with that. By BlitzChamps. And Physics is about to flag. Maybe he'll be able to get his playoff with the pre-move function, but it doesn't matter. Will's going to take the game. And Will plays MI, which is the spot that Physics was probably trying to play in. Physics probably had the D on the board to play DI, so he wasn't able to finish the game and lost with the timeout, but he was also losing on the board. So that's 4-2 for Will. He only needs one more win here, and he'll take the series, but Physics very capable of winning 3 games in a row. G.I. Joel did it against Nigel. Aaron Bader can do it against Will. And let's see if they are ready for game 7. Yes, game 7 has begun. So this could be all or nothing here, and Adorner and Readorn to start for Physics. So that's 5 out of 7 games where an opening bingo was played. That's ridiculous. The likelihood of that is supposed to be 1 in 7 or 1 in 6 and something. And it's happened 5 out of 7 times. But this is what we came for. People get luckier than you, right? Because you're the unluckiest player in the world. And that's you. That's everybody in chat who thinks that every other player draws better than them. And it's true. There is a universe in which everybody draws worse than everybody else. It's possible. So pot comes down. Physics has a 70-point lead, but he's kept a U, so his rack might become a bit unwieldy. Will missed Benefact. Oh, wow. Benefact. That's a crazy word. And Will actually missed a bingo. It happens to the best of us. If there's anything balanced in the world, this will mean a win for Physics. Because if you miss a bingo, you deserve to lose the game. If you lose a challenge, you deserve to lose the game. That's my perspective. Enticed comes down for Will, tying the game up, but Caddy comes right back from Physics, and Will plays Keg, keeping tunas. He might draw into a bingo through the eye and Enticed, or he might draw into an unscorable rack. But Physics is going to strike first. He's probably looking through the T, but Rangers comes down. Oh, is mayonnaise a botanical word? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, Gideon, you basically lost on purpose. So I don't know what's so surprising. So Will does draw 2 vowels, and it doesn't look like he has a playable bingo. So Physics in great shape to win game 7. But there's still half the game to be played, so we'll have to see what happens. If Physics is correct in his analysis that he is not tilted, then he should win this game. But if he loses this game, he was probably tilted. That's my analysis. Take it for what it's worth. But yeah, Gideon, the official Gidfather, welcome. You were playing in a Scrabble tournament, and instead of trying to win the game, you tried to win a prize, a fun little word prize that was a side hustle to the tournament, and you basically lost your game to play the word botany because it was best botanical word, and you still lost. How does it feel? I'm not interviewing you. I'm actually watching this game. Don't tell me how you feel. Physics is up 87. I think he should play Iwi. Yeah, Iwi and If comes down. And Will's in pretty big trouble here. He might... Oh, he's close to like Ashtanga, but there's only one A unseen, so that's not going to work. But he's probably going to do something to try to either open the board or draw into a specific bingo here. Probably something like... Yeah, so Will actually missed the opportunity, I would say, to make a play here like Lash or maybe even Gash, but I think Lash to set up like another S might have been a good idea. Being behind by 100 points, you kind of need to create some openings. Clash would also be available, or Plash. It is quite risky. And Bahagia, the obscure hook to Bahaji, comes down. For Physics, he's ahead by 113. It's hard to see him losing this game. And let me catch up on chat. No copy pastas. Wow. Yeah, French bakery gift card and coffee shop gift card would have been nice, but the official Gidfather got none of that because he tried too hard. That's the thing with these word prizes. It's really up to people to decide. Just because you think your word is best, and it might be objectively the best word to win a prize, you might still not win it. So you shouldn't try too hard. There's some people that, like, if I play in a live tournament and there's like these fun prizes and you put down the play you made, you just write it down. There's some people that write down like 20 plays that they made, just hoping one of them is good enough. But yeah, anyways, back to this game. Physics is really in great shape. He's ahead on the clock. He's ahead by 100. He has the blank. Again, I think he's going to take game 7, and it's going to be 3-4. Still going to have to win the next 2 games after that. Weevils does come down, but that's probably fine so long as Physics doesn't give Will a letter to play through. So if he just plays a top of Weevils, he should be perfectly fine. I don't think there's any word that fits here, but if he's unsure, he could still do it. Pirate. It's close. It looks close. Oh, ISO. Wow. ISO. I missed ISO. That actually was scary for a second there. But yeah, Ziziva is a type of weevil. So good game by Physics. It's now 3-4. What a banger of a series. Is it going to go to game 9? Let's do a prediction. Will we have a game 9? Yes, no. And I'm giving you guys a minute for this prediction. Did someone actually say that, 14 Domino? I could also unmute this. Okay, no, they're just playing. Okay, game 8 is underway. You have 30 seconds. Oh my God, inquire to start things off for Will. So I think a lot of people are gonna vote no after seeing this play to open things. That is ridiculous. I mean, come on. 6 out of 8 games have started with the bingo, and inquire, the biggest of all. Will comes back with qualm. He draws another U. He's able to score 40 points with it. Physics has no bingo here. Just plays something with like inquired. This is ridiculous. Oh, Zero already voted before seeing inquire come down. That is sad. Sid comes down. Bay comes down. Physics draws UV and an E at least. And it's not looking very good. Not looking very good for Aaron here. Aaron Bader. Physics is fun. Once again, these two players are both streamers. Will Anderson. Physics is fun. I watch them all the time. Incredibly entertaining people. Physics streams Scrabble, crosswords, GeoGuessr, you name it. Except chess. He doesn't stream chess. And Panier's comes down, and Physics might want to just resign here. It's obviously not a resignable position if you're trying to win. But this is it. Like, you're down 194 points. And you didn't really do anything wrong. Like, thanks seemed pretty good. There are some other possibilities. Sid or did looks pretty good. And then the VU draw, vid looks great. But love just to try bingo is also good. And then Panier's like, what? Doi and then EAU. Yeah, this is getting worse. This is getting worse for Aaron. Very sad to see things end like this. He's got to stick to his principles. Why not Rapines? Probably because if you play Rapines, let me show you the truth, man. If you play Rapines, it puts an R here. It makes it a lot easier to reopen the top of the board. That is why. So I think Panier's is definitely the right choice. OKE for Physics. He's desperate. Will's going to score 1,000,000 points for WAF. Finally a bingo for Physics, but he's going to have to bingo 3 more times to even have a chance here, I would say. Length doesn't... length is fine here. You could just play length. That's a totally acceptable play. You could even play length here. Thing is even better. Yeah, good find by Will. And 3 O's, 2 R's, and 1 G for Physics. Gore to open. Triple. That's going to be blocked probably. Unless Will decides to bingo. But no, there's no bingo here. So, lot would be an interesting play, actually. But Gidded comes down, and that's it. Challenged because you have to, and we might just see a resignation here. Very sad outcome. Enquire in the game you have to win. 100 points by the best player in North America, probably. And Rassel, the putting oil on the fire, adding insult to injury. Use all of those euphemisms. This is a sad, sad outcome for the game of Scrabble. Physics goes over, and that is it, folks. 5-3 for Wander 15. Will Anderson. Congratulations to Will.
Hey. Yeah, that last game was a stinker for sure.
Oh, he resigned. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you were over on time.
No, I mean he just
Yeah, people were People were hoping you would resign
they were.
because it's otherwise it would be unprincipled. Anyways, like, come on, 6 out of 8 games where someone opened with the bingo. Like, this isn't Scrabble. This is like
Was that really
what?
the case?
Yeah, like, what are you guys doing?
There's a lot of opening bingos.
So
Yeah.
the outcome is no. There's no game 9. I ran a prediction right as the game was about to start, and then we saw Inquire come down, and everybody was like, "No game 9." It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, gotta. Usually you can get away with the prediction bleeding into the game a little bit, but that was, I mean, 100-point opening. That's pretty rough.
So, did you have a copy pasta prepared for both outcomes physics?
No, of course not. I have one thing. That wasn't gonna happen.
Dude, it was really close. No, like, you need to. Anyways, Aaron, you're an amazing Scrabble player. You very much could have won this. I very much could have won this if I were in your shoes. I mean, not tonight. I'm exhausted.
Thanks, Josh.
But when Will Anderson opens with Inquire, you got to question what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
I'm actually very happy with 3 wins. I'm
Yeah.
just glad it didn't go 5-0 because my experience with Austin was kind of extremely demoralizing. Let's put it that way.
I felt Aaron played great. I mean, I felt like I had the better tiles of the match. So I mean, it felt tough to get to 5. So
if you had given me that Y when you played Qualm, if you had played Qualmy instead, I would have had Diticid through it. That was really sad.
see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the supposed pushover.
I would have to struggle a lot to figure out where the Y went in the word, and I probably would get it wrong. But at least I knew there was a word there.
Diticid, you pronounced it properly. You would have spelled it properly. This game, I was looking at it like midway. Like, you didn't really make any mistakes, Aaron, that should cause you to be down 200 points after 6 moves. So
yeah, that was a little rough. I mean, I could have missed a bingo, but I just didn't. I couldn't find it in time.
No, you didn't. Yeah. But
Yeah, it'll be fun to look over the games now, obviously, as is
Yeah.
my want. But
As
we don't
all
have to
the-
do that right this second.
all the congrats in chat to both players. You both played phenomenally well. It was incredibly entertaining. But yeah,